What's up, good people? This your boy ArtWerk Geo, and as you see in the title, I'm gonna get right to it. Never be ashamed that you took the long route. That's coming from somebody who currently on the long route, and all I can tell you is that it's definitely made me stronger. A lot of us want it quick, we want it fast. Social media, society, they all push this like get it ASAP, as quick as you can mentality. That ain't the way to go. From the music we listen to, the food we consume, the quick stuff, the stuff you microwave, it never lasts. It's never sustainable because it doesn't build character. And as a person, man, who done been through a lot, I can definitely tell you it's made me stronger. And that's a gamble you take, in my opinion. I feel like it's either gonna make you stronger or it's gonna make you fall apart. And so a lot of us just have no option but to be stronger, especially if you're doing what you're doing for other people. In my case, man, I just, allowed life to do what it do. But I ain't never gave up, man. And I just want you guys to feel that same sense of confidence in yourself, I guess. I'm confident that if I stay consistent and keep doing what I'm doing, it'll pay off. Now, am I human? Do I get frustrated? Absolutely, man. Like every day I get frustrated. I was just telling myself earlier, man, not too long ago, and I'm not gonna get into it because I want to do a separate video on this, but just never give up, man. That's the key. Like, I done been through so much, man. Like, man, oh man, damn. So I done been through a lot, y'all. Like, life be lifing, but you gotta be strong. You gotta push. I do a lot of this for my son. I want my son to be proud of me. I want him to see that his dad is a strong person, no matter what he go through. It's a struggle every day, but at the same time, it get a little easier. When you realize like this is part of the process. There's so many people who didn't have a sense of direction, and one day it just made sense. So it almost feel like you playing a lottery. You know what I'm saying? You got to be in it to win it. And I honestly feel like putting in the effort, man, is really like us playing the lottery. Ain't none of this stuff guaranteed, but to put in the effort is like the best thing you could do for yourself. And sometimes that's not an overnight process. Sometimes it takes a very long time for you to just keep trying, keep failing, keep falling apart, and nothing coming through for you for it to finally come through. And that's something we all have to realize, man. It's not going to just come through overnight. You have to go through a whole lot of stuff before it start making sense. And excuse me for the lighting, man. I'm by a drive-through sitting on the side of the road. I really was inspired to do this video. So like when cars turn, it's kind of giving me light. Then if they turn, to where they going, it go away for a little bit. So again, man, this content right here is coming to you genuine. If it don't resonate with you, you don't have to keep watching. But I'm definitely talking to the ones who get it. For anybody, out here feeling counted out at times, just living life, having a goal to pursue, being doubted, people questioning you. If you look at my other video, man, where I'm like, don't explain yourself. You really putting your stuff out there. Even just allowing somebody to know what your moves are is never beneficial. So when people don't know what you got going on and they're not on the wavelength that you on, they criticize, they question the things they don't understand. And so that could be discouraging for you. If you trying your best and people just questioning what you're doing and they don't seem to get it, it could be a little disheartening. But I'm here to let you know, man, it don't have to be that. You can look at that and turn that around. Like I said with my brand, Fresh Paint, turn that around. Most people will look at people not supporting them as something to discourage them, but man, you hear it all the time. You get support from strangers before you get it from the people who the closest to you. And I don't know really what that's about, but it's true, man. And it's a lot of examples where, some of the most famous, successful people, have said that they started off doing something and a lot of people around them didn't support them. They had to go other places to get that support. And I think it got a lot to do with like people thinking they know you, expecting something of you, and you showing them something different. It's almost like, man, I know you. How could that be you? Yeah, right. It's not easy coming up. But when you come up, it's worth it. It all pays off. And to me, that's enough to keep me going, Like, I feel like at the end of the day, it feels better going through something knowing that it's only adding a notch to your belt, knowing that this is not in vain. It's only in vain if you allow it to be. The worst thing you can do on this long journey is to get to a certain point and allow yourself not to keep going, and turn around or give up. You don't want to be that meme. Like, I know everybody has seen it at this point, but it's like different versions of it. But the one that stick out to me the most is the guy who's trying to chip away like in a coal mine or something, or just looking for gold. And right on the other side of this thin piece of like stuff that he chopping with rock, basically, right on the other side of that rock, you see like the jewels and the payoff of his hard work. But he turned around right before he had a chance to actually get to where he was headed with it. And I might have posted it. I don't know if I ended up finding it and putting it on here on the video, but if I did, you just seen it. That's what I'm talking about. And that right there, man, it really resonated with me a long time ago. But these dots that have to connect, it take a while sometimes. And I really want y'all to understand that, man. It's not going to be overnight. Like, please understand, you could be so close to what it is you pursuing. And even if you never get there, why not even just give yourself a reason to keep pushing and go after it? Because it's like, at the end of the day, who's really stopping you other than yourself? If it get too hard, you fight harder, you push harder, you give it more of what you got. I mean, what else do you have, right? They say learn how to enjoy the process. I'm gonna be honest with you. That sound good, and like in a bigger picture, that yeah, that's true. Find a way to enjoy those moments and appreciate it. But to just simply like make it seem like it's about tricking yourself to enjoy something, that's not really always the case. Sometimes you have to just be strong enough to deal with something that sucks. Like, this is trash, I hate doing this, but I'm gonna be disciplined enough and I'm gonna keep my mind locked in on the prize until I get through this. That's the way you got to think. Because I don't know about you guys, man, but for me, not pursuing something at this point in my life is like way worse than me like failing if I keep going and never get to where I'm going. That'd be way worse, and I got so many examples of times where I was like really questioning myself. But I realized, man, again, that every day that goes by, even if I don't see that payoff, I'm getting stronger. I'm able to handle things. I nip so much in the bud, man. Distractions for sure is a big thing. We all deal with them, whether it's like entertainment, people, vices. Distractions is like a big deal. It's like you on your path, right? But then you see something that grab your attention and it's like, oh, you veer off. You go and you go see what that is and you allow yourself to get set back. But the GPS gave you a time frame. But if you stopping to go to the restroom, you stopping to get something to eat, you stopping for gas, you doing all these different stops, you might make a turn and go the wrong way. So now that time is changing. It's like you still headed to where you headed to, but the time that it takes to get there is changing. Sometimes there's detours, and you can't do nothing about it. Sometimes it's people doing construction in the road. We see it all the time. People had accidents and stuff blocking traffic. You're on the freeway, it's a big holdup. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Here in California, they do it a lot. I don't know if they do it in other states, but you know how they like zigzag across the freeway, the police, to try to like, I guess, break up traffic or whatever. You can't do anything about that. But if you're on your journey, if you're on your path and you're trying to get to where you're going, sometimes you just have to cope with that and process it for what it is and understand you doing your part. You showed up. You gassed up the tank, you got in the car, and you started going in the direction you're supposed to head to. And that's sometimes all you have, man, until it all works itself out. It's you, and then it's everything around you that's happening. Things are happening around you. You can't do nothing about what's happening. You can only do something about what you present to the situation. So, that's just a fresh paint mindset, man. That's just something I had to like eventually get to, dealing with all of the stuff that I deal with. And I'm not never like trying to make it seem like my situation is worse off than the next person. But if I sat with y'all long enough during this video, you guys will understand. Y'all will understand. Y'all will get it. And I just may more so relate to y'all. Certain people hear what I'm going through or what I've dealt with. That's another person to relate to my situation. Somebody I can relate to. Definitely let me know in the comments anything I'm saying or what I go through. If you agree with that, if you've been through it, I'm trying to build a community. I just started really being more consistent with my posts. If you go back and you look at how I've been posting lately, I'm trying, man. I'm doing my best. And I really appreciate any support I get. I got a handful of likes and a few views on my videos right now. And I know it's because of the algorithm. YouTube, like, what are you posting? What's your thing? So we know how to promote you. I get that's how it go. So I got to continue to post. I don't know if it's 5 more videos, 10 more videos, 50, 100 more videos. I don't know. But I know I'm passionate about what I talk about. So I know eventually it'll come together. At some point, it'll make sense. Just today I'm at work doing my job. so much happening with the job. I'm just like, man, please save me, Fresh Paint. Like, I'm talking to my brand while I'm working, like, in my mind, man, please save me from this. Like, and I'm saving myself, really. I'm not sitting around hoping something saved me. I'm literally putting the work in to save myself. But it's like today I just hit like a breakthrough. You know what I'm saying? I came up with a design, and actually multiple designs, but I just finished up one that I really feel like is a great starting point. So you guys will see that real soon. You know what I'm saying? This is for the ones who get it, man. My brand is speaking to the ones who can connect. I'm not forcing nothing. I just want you guys to really rock with me and know that I'm doing this for us, man. I'm really looking to build a community. So I ain't gonna hold you guys. I just really wanted to touch on that for anybody on their journey right now. Sometimes we gotta stop for gas. Sometimes we get a flat tire. Sometimes it's the CHP zigzagging on the freeway. Sometimes it's it's some construction going on, whatever, and these are the things we can't control. So just don't get discouraged, man, that, you look on social media and people lit, they going up, everything good for them. And you like, why me? You know what I'm saying? Where are people getting these successes from? Because it's not happening to me. Like, I get it, but just keep going, man. It'll happen for you. You just going through your trials. You on your journey. You still on your path. Just do not give up. But again, I'm not gonna hold y'all, man. I ain't got nothing but love for my coworkers. I appreciate you tapping in. Again, coworkers is anybody that get what I'm doing. This is not for everybody, meaning my brand, Fresh Paint. If you get it, you get it. This is for the ones who see it, man. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all be cool. It's work.